Hello, everyone. My name is Katie from the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody's been having a good week so far. We are now on Thursday. So this week has flown by like every week since I don't know when now. It's crazy how fast everything is going these days. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do, as you can see, Kelley's with me, but we'll talk about her or with her in just a minute. The first thing I'm going to do is share two channels tonight, like I've been doing for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks now. And then we'll go from there. So this gives enough time for people to come strolling in, and it gives me a chance to share two channels. So the first channel that I intend upon sharing will be Quilt Meets, I think it's called Quilt Meets World, which is Russ. So let me find his channel first. Yeah, Quilt Meets World. So I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see that. And we're going to type the channel, and then we'll start this live with Kelley and what we plan on doing tonight. Okay, so let me share the screen. Anytime it decides to let me do anything. Last night I was having a lot of trouble with my laptop. Okay. Is there anyone in the chat? Let me know if somebody's in the chat. Okay, would you please let me know when you can see Quilt Meets World screen? Because I need to make sure you can see it, because Kelley and I can see it in Zoom, but it takes about 30 seconds to start seeing it on the browser.
I can see on that screen you have below now, Katie.
Okay. All right. Hey, Kevin, what's up? It's good to see you. Okay, so hi, Denise. Hello, hello. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share. Kevin says it's up now. Hello, Nina. Hello, Chris. And I keep hearing an echo. Is that on your end? Or is that my end? Oh, the bot is not working. Come on, wake up, bot. Oh, there's the bot.
Awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. Most live streams take at least 20 seconds between live and on the YouTube. Okay, gotcha. And that might explain why my nightbot's being weird. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
just take time.
Let me try again with Kevin's link. I'm trying to make sure it's working. Thank you, Kevin, for sharing the links. Afternoon, Katie Band and everyone. Hi, Carissa. Hello, Kelley. Hello, Cindy. Hi, Gladys. Hello, Denise. Hello, Chris. Hi, Nina. It's not going to let me. Okay, so the first channel I'm going to show tonight is Russ from Quilts Meet World. No, Quilt Meets World. No, let's get this right. So I'm going to share the link, and then we're going to talk about his channel for a couple minutes. All right. So there is his link. So if you've never been to his channel, now you see it. Okay, so let's read what he has to say about his channel. Russ has been quilting since 2009. He's had a lot of fun exploring techniques, playing with color, learning to long arm. He's thrilled to share his adventures with all of us. Now, I have interviewed Russ on a podcast, and he's also come and sung with me a couple times. It's been over a year since the last time we sung together. Let's go have a look at his playlist, because that's the first thing I like looking for, because it gives you an idea of what he likes to do. So he has a few playlists: Sparkle More, BON, Chatverse Block of the Month, Secret Garden Sampler, Vlogmas, Kona's 2025 Block of the Month, more Vlogmas. Georgia Celebrates Quilts Saturday. Yeah, he lives in Georgia, by the way. He went to QuiltCon 2024, so I'm not sure if he's going to QuiltCon, because QuiltCon registration started today. Check-in started today. Tomorrow the show starts in the morning. So if you're if you plan on going to QuiltCon, don't forget to keep us up to date on how QuiltCon is going, because some of us are going to be suffering FOMO because of it. Let's have a look at the shorts list, because I know I'm going to be suffering FOMO. And you can see he has a few shorts on here for you guys to look at. Some of them are quilty, some of them are his animals. So yeah. And he has currently 1.48 subscribers and 500 videos. So if you're not subscribed to Russ's channel, hop on over through the link I shared in the channel. And yeah, show some love and watch some videos, comment and hit those like buttons and help his channel, because every one of us appreciate when y'all come and visit our channel. So this is Russ of Quilt Meets World. Okay, now one more to go. God, I sound like a commercial. But I love sharing channels, so you know, I love doing these shout outs. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you guys is brain fart. Oh my God. Hang on a minute. I'll think of her name in a minute. That's bad when you forget someone's name. Anyway, this is another channel we're going to be sharing. And it's So Be It Quilts. And I'll think of her name in a minute. Fallon. There we go. All right. So this, someone in the chat, let me know when you see Fallon's channel. And we'll talk about Fallon's channel. Fallon has a interesting channel because she's not only a quilter, but her and her husband design rulers. And these rulers are fixed in such a way that they have handles on them, and they help a lot of people who have issues with maybe their wrist or their hands. So that a lot of these or all of these rulers have a type of handle on them. And they also have grippies on the up underneath the rulers, so that when you lay the ruler down, it doesn't move when you're running your blade along those rulers. Do I have one of her rulers? No. International shipping between us and her are a bit hard. So let's talk about Fallon's channel. Okay, so Fallon, this is what she says. She said, "Hi, I'm Fallon. I'm a quilter helping beginners by sharing quality or quilting hacks, sewing tips, quilting projects, and step-by-step tutorials." And we'll go over to her playlist because I know she's got lots of those. So here you'll see she has her year-long book quilt of 2026. She wrote a book. I need to look into that one. Amazing pre-cut quilt patterns, awesome ways to finish a quilt, scrap quilt tutorials, top-tier quilt. There is all kinds of things here, even for the beginner quilter, a budget quilting and sewing ideas. She has a video about that. And I bet she's at QuiltCon too, maybe, I don't know. But as you can see, she has all kinds of videos for anyone who's interested. Let's see if she's got anything underneath courses. She has some courses. There's a quilt along for 2023, Pathway Home. And she also has, had this, that was 2022. Path Beginner Quilt Along. So yeah, this is 2022, 2023. She does go live, but I'm not sure which nights of the week she goes live. She has shorts. And then I'm going to go back to home here. She has 64,000 subscribers with 961 videos. So she has a pretty big channel. And she, like I said, they also, her husband and her manufacture their own rulers, and somewhere in here I'm sure there's a discussion about those rulers. I don't really see a discussion about it, but anyway, if you watch her videos, you'll see her using the rulers, and you've seen those rulers in other channels as well, so be aware. You might find her rulers interesting to use. So this is Fallon of So Be It Quilts. Okay, now I've given my 2 spills for the day. All right, let me see if I need to catch up on the chat. All right, one other thing I'm going to talk about is the newest word poll. What is the modern equivalent of the word wheel? Now, if you live in Scotland, you might already know the answer to this one. So make sure you post your votes to guess which word it means, and please don't go look it up. You need to guess. Just saying. And someone let me know when Dubrovka walks in the channel, because looky here, I need to cover up her address, and I'll do it when Kelley's talking about herself, because I need to cover her address. But I got a card from Canada. Nope, I'm sorry. Yeah, Canada from Dubrovka. So I'm excited about this thing. And I also have a Sweetwater quilt label to show you guys. That came in the mail today too. Okay, you ready, Kelley?
Hey everybody, I know a lot of you guys know me already, but if you don't, my channel is called Kelley's Quilts Plus, and I did put comments. I got my tablet going on YouTube. I've been a quilter since 2015. I took some classes, learned the skinny, kind of went from there. Plus, University of YouTube, everyone has something to show, so learned a ton from that. And I've kind of bumbled along by myself and learned things from trial and error, shall we say. My channel's got the quilting on it. I kind of do my playlists by topic, I guess you could say. So there's the quilting and sewing one. There's a cross stitch one because I got back into that. Before I ever got my machine and learned how to quilt at all, for 20 years, I did cross stitch. So that's old hat to me. I've got some crafting stuff and a crafting playlist. I have some travel things going on. Could be camping, it could be road trip, could be whatever. Plus random, I don't know what about my life, me and hubby, the kids, the dogs, etc. For those of you who do not know, we have 2 Bernese mountain dogs.
Oh, it's not
Yes,
to
we
mention
are
that.
crazy.
Go ahead.
But hey, when you got one big dog, what the heck? Have 2, No.
So what do you plan on working on tonight?
Well, I'm kind of being eclectic because I have some time-sensitive projects I got to finish up, and then I decided to make my son a cat bed for his cat because he just moved out. So this is what I have so far. I think it was March 2024. I made a cat bed for my daughter for her cat where she lives now. So there's going to be 2 cats moving in together. That's going to be fun. We'll see how that goes. But hang on, I've got. Yeah, this is directional. Well, I'm directional one way, but not the other. So this is essentially going to be the top of the cat bed. So I have right sides together, and the back is mishmash. Because who cares what the bottom of a cat bed is going to look like, right? So,
Cool.
to try to be as obvious as possible, because I know that I will mess it up, and I probably mess it up anyway, but at the top, I have 2 pins here and 2 pins here. So I'm just going to sew all the way around it, except for here, give myself a big opening and a pretty generous seam allowance, like 3/8 at least, maybe more like 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to clip my corners. And as I go along, before I pivot at the corner, I'm going to do a hard back tack and then pivot and back tack and keep going because I want this thing to be sturdy. And then once you have this done, you flip it right sides out and kind of go from there. So I had to go and look at my other video because I was like, how do I do that again? That was a couple years ago. So I had to go refresh my own memory, but now I remember how to do it. So that's what I'm going to be working on while we're all chatting and visiting together. And then maybe I'll be working on that later because that's a time sensitive thing.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, then. So you're going to be doing lots of fun things. Okay, so I had intended upon working on the last block, which is block number 36 of the 1000 block, but I got hung up in town earlier, and then I called my sister, my youngest sister. I finally got to talk to my youngest sister today. We were on the phone longer than I intended upon, so I did cut for block number 36. So you're going to see me work on that tomorrow because I'll get the fabric cut. And then that will be the last block of for the tutorials I've been doing for the last year. I was up at the hotel today and I talked to someone there, and we might be able to use their conference room to lay out my quilt top because I need somewhere with lots of space to lay it out. And so
that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, because it was either that or try to do the community center. Nikolai mentioned something about the school too. But if I could do it at the hotel, it would make it much simpler because they would give us enough time to lay it out, and I could get pictures and the blocks labeled in the order I intend upon sewing them in. And then we will start the process. I'll start sewing them on different lives. I don't think I'm gonna sew every block on the line because I might do quite a bit of sewing, but I don't know how much lifetime I'm going to use to start sewing these blocks in rows. We'll see. I might maybe I'll sew some of the rows and make it short as I'm doing it or something like that to kind of keep you guys up to date. But I do plan on taking all 36 blocks, making a short video of all of the videos. That way you can see what we've done for the entire past year. Okay, so let's talk about I got mail from Quilter, that quilt label company that I have a subscription with. So let's see what they sent to us. And this got mail. Listen to this, you guys. You see the date on that? Wait, let me put it up here. We can see it. See the date on that? It says November 26th. This was mailed the 26th day of November of the year. I got it today.
That's wild. But that'll be the same here. Canada Post is horrible.
Yeah, but this is very annoying because normally it's not this bad. So when I show you what I got in there as a quilt label, y'all are gonna laugh. Here's my quilt label from the November mailing.
Oh, cute.
Christmas ones.
I like those.
Yeah, they're super cute. At least they don't have 2025 on it. Oh, but they are. I like this one a lot. It's super cute. So yeah, here it is, February the
19th?
19th, and this was mailed on the 26th. That's
So
a long time.
2 months, almost.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Okay. The phone's not hot. I don't know. I'm worried my laptop's going to die on me, and if it does, I'm going to be so screwed because this is well. No, I won't. I can use the desktop to go live because I do have a camera to attach to it. Okay, so that's it. The other thing is I was kind of hoping Dubrovka's probably working, but I got a card from Canada. See this, Kelley? This one
Where's it from? Where's it from, though? What province?
Hang on, I've got to lift up the thing to look. This one came from Ontario.
Okay, well, a little bit closer to you than I am.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a date on here when they mailed this one. They got some kind of sticker over the top of it with a QR code. Let me see if I can pull that off and see if there's a date underneath it. No, of course not, because when you try to tear it off, it rips the stamp. I wish they wouldn't put their stickers on top of stamps because you don't get to like have the stamps for collecting. Anyway, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Dubrovka mailed this in December or January, one of the two. So anyway, here's what she said, and I'm just gonna. This is what the front of the card looks like, and it says, "You have no idea how amazing you are. You go out of your way to care about others, sharing your strength, wisdom, and love in ways that lift spirits and touch hearts. You're amazing in all that you are and everything that you do." And this is from Dubrovka. She says, "Dear Katie, just let you know, I enjoy your channel very much. I am learning so much about you. Love your sewing. You're a nice person, Dubrovka." Thank you, Dubrovka. It's a beautiful word. And now I don't want to get emotional reading it. I love getting mail. Not that I get a lot of mail. Gifty says, "I live in Ontario. Hello, all. And hi, Mona. Good to see you also. Hi, Sandy. Hello, Jean. See if I missed anyone else. Because I thought I said hi. Hi, Carissa. I think I'm caught up on that. All right, so here's what's going to happen. As I was saying, I couldn't get my fabric cut. I'm going to continue on with what I was working on last night, and we are going to.
Excuse me.
Not good. Nothing like knocking all your triangles on the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on what I was working on last night, which was my Creative Chaos 4-patch blocks. I was in the process of sewing them together. So that's what we're going to do. I sewed one of them last night, and I'm fixing to show it to you. This is the one I got sewed together last night because we had community choosing on this. They were helping me lay them out last night. So
that's cute.
Yeah, it's super cute. So this one's been sewn together. So this is what the first one looks like. Let's go ahead and start sewing the other ones. They help me.
What are the squares finished? 1.5 inches?
No, these are 2.5-inch squares.
Oh, so finished at 2 then.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
what it is I was sewing 4 patches together to make a 9-patch block.
Cute.
So the 4 patches are 4.5 unfinished. So anyway, they were helping me lay them out yesterday. So this is the first one. And we're going to go ahead and start sewing on the next one. And I'll go ahead and lay them out, lay the second one out so y'all can see it. To refresh your memory.
Okay. This is a little unruly.
You having fun with that?
I'm getting there.
All right, so this is the next one we're going to sew together. So let's get started. Hey, Lori Colgan.
You guys can kind of see what I'm doing.
All right. I'm just going to start by pinning. I'll go this, and this. Do some chain sewing.
Whenever possible, I chain piece.
Yeah, I like chain piecing a lot because you can get a lot done faster.
Yeah. Get kind of in a rhythm and just.
Definitely. Something's new going on in your world.
Me? Well, kind of busy this month. Like I was telling you before we started with the kids moving out. The daughter and friend have been living in a basement suite for a couple, 3 years now, but they wanted like windows and light and not basement. And then son had moved out with his girlfriend, but then they split up and he couldn't do the rental by himself. So he moved back home last spring, but there's enough space in the place they're going that he's moving too. So
are you going to have an empty nest again?
Yes, we are empty nesters again. Hubby and me are mountain dogs.
Are you happy about that, or are you feeling apprehensive?
No, it's good in a way. I mean, son was good company, but he wasn't around a lot. He works kind of funny hours and stuff, so we didn't really see a ton of him. But he's a good kid, and I do miss him a bit, right? But I'm happy that they're, got their own spot and they're together.
Yeah, that's great.
And I have to keep going with my prep for, I got to get cataract surgery eventually because I'm old and that's happening now. But I've been doing drops and stuff for the last week and a half, as I was told to. And I have this little heat gel pack to put in my eyes and stuff. And we went yesterday and they couldn't get the measurements because I guess I hadn't been doing the eye drops and stuff long enough or something. I don't know. I just did what I was told to do. So now I have to do it more and do the little heat pack thing more. So my next appointment's next month.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Obviously, I would think that the measurements are really, really important to get correct before you do the surgery, right? So, duh.
They would have their hands,
But
I can't put eye drops in my eyes because I flinch too much.
oh yeah, we'll get there in the end. I just got to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
So, the last time I talked about my sister, the one that had the breast cancer, that had the accident afterwards and everything,
Yeah.
you sounded good on the phone today.
Oh, good.
Finally in a good place, and all that stuff from that surgery that caused the mental breakdown. She's in a better place now, so she sounded good on the phone. So I'm happy about that. She told me that her horse passed away, which made me a little sad. I didn't realize that something had happened to him, but he had had an accident. Apparently, he fell down the side of a mountain and broke his back.
Oh,
It was they were up somewhere up an incline, two different horses, and something happened, and he fell down and slid down the mountain, and it crashed into it. His back crashed into a tree, and it broke his back. I can
hi, Mary Colvin. I was just checking YouTube, saying hi to people. Okay, I'm coming around to my last corner, and I'm going to turn. And what do you all bet that I forget to stop where I'm supposed to stop? I do that a lot. That's why I put 2 pins in there. I was trying to be obvious. I don't know how many times I've had to unpick. Okay, here goes nothing. Back tip this way.
Y'all are quiet in the channel.
Okay.
I have to give them something to talk about. What can I give them to talk about?
One last pin. All right, here we go. I'll show you guys all what it looks like momentarily. Okay. I did remember I'm doing a massive back tack right now. There, okay. Okay. No, of course my scissors are over there, for goodness sake. Oh, a little birdie just flew up to the window. Okay. Out of the way. Trim my threads up. Okay, I'm going to flip this up here again. And sorry, everybody, I'm moving the camera. Now, I got to go grab my scissors because I've got to clip my corners. Hold on. Oh. Where are they? Ah, here we are.
Oh,
I'll see if I can show you the whole thing too. I'll have to probably move it over the camera and go back a bit and whatnot. Okay. All right. I'm just clipping the corners really close. Right? Less bulk. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Hey,
so.
there. She says, Mona says, but hanging. Katie, does your butt hurt sitting bunches? Laugh out loud. Mine does. Yeah, I don't want to talk about my pain. Yes, it does. But this chair is not as bad as the one before it was. Laugh out loud. Carrie says, laugh out loud. Is my quietness making you nervous, Katie? sewing along. Can't chat. Oh, gotcha. I'm just making sure y'all are alive over there.
Everybody's sewing away and not talking.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we didn't know what you were doing.
Okay.
Hey, Linda. She says, hi, Katie and Kelley and all. Just sitting and listening while I go back and forth making dinner.
Okay.
Linda,
I don't
what's...
think you guys can see this, but this is a honking big hole.
Yes, it is.
That's you got to do this. That's the point. I'll show you in a second. But like, don't give yourself this little tiny thing, or you're never going to get it stuffed properly. So let's flip it all around.
Mona says she's, oh my goodness, she's up and down because her booty hurts. Nifty says, oh, isn't that pretty? Love the fabric, Kelley.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see, what can we get them to talk about?
It's got lots of cats. Anybody who was around my channel in early December would have seen me make a stocking for my son's cat. And she looks mostly like this one here with the blue eyes.
That's cute.
So
Denise is laughing and crying.
So I'm just going to sit here and poke out corners for a minute.
Cindy says, Katie, I know how you've been feeling. Today started medicine minus infection, sitting in a recliner to breathe. Yep, I'm on day number 3 of my antibiotics. And let me tell you, my stomach's still, today and yesterday, my stomach's feeling a bit wobbly. So I'm like, wonder why it's feeling like that. Probably the penicillin.
So what does everybody poke out corners with? I'm currently using my scissors closed up.
Here, I'll show you what I use.
Sometimes I use a chopstick.
I actually have this I can use. Oops, I hit those.
Oh, you have a contraption for it.
Well, the only reason I have these contraptions is they came in a subscription box. So let me show you all my little contraptions because I got several of them. I have this.
Oh yeah, that would work great.
Yeah, see, it even has this type of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also have this stiletto that looks like a flamingo.
That's cute.
For small places, I have the purple thing. And I did have a wood one, but I don't know where that one's at. Interesting. I've misplaced it.
Sometimes I just use my thumbnail or something too. Depends what my nails are like at any given moment.
Yeah. I don't like to rub my finger. I'm not sure why, but I don't like friction on my fingernails. My finger's okay, but if you put any kind of friction on here, it makes me want to smack somebody.
Okay.
I have trouble when I go get a manicure or a pedicure because I don't like them heating up my nail bed with their little buffer thing. So it's like, please hurry up and do that because I'm not
being super particular about this seam and how it's all pulled out because it's a cat bed, for crying out loud. But if you are being particular, okay, I know this is gross, forgive the spit, but hold the seam and do this. Just rub it back and forth. Like that. And it will come flat. That's where the spit helps, though, give you a bit of traction. Works great.
Mona says she uses crochet hooks. That's actually a great idea.
That'll work too. Whatever's good. Now, because this thing's big enough, I'm actually going to press it because I can spread it and press it and whatnot. So just give me a second to fiddle here with the iron.
And then Denise says, hi, Katie and Kelley in chat.
Hello back. Oh, actually, I gotta cancel YouTube over here because my battery is running low. I just gotta notice. So we'll have to shut down the tablet. Bye-bye. Okay. Now I gotta press.
Let's see.
Okay. Just try to get it flat-ish.
He says it's in English, but I don't see it in English. Oh. I got something to show you guys. So you've heard me mention that my boss's husband is the ambassador to Greenland, and he just sent me a message with a link that has to do with quilting.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'll read to you what it says and then show you the pictures. If that's okay with you, Kelley?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you need to do. No worries.
Yeah, because it's not every day that Kenneth sends me something. He's a busy man being the ambassador of the country.
I'm just pressing away.
The king of Denmark is in Greenland right now, too. It's too bad he's not coming to South Greenland. I've never seen him in person. The last time they were here was in 2014 when the whole royal family planted a tree per family member, and I was sick that weekend when that was going on. Someone let me know when you see something that says Washington, D.C. Anyone, please tell me you can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I see it.
Denise says, Katie, you have to eat food. I had to direct it for the, it didn't give me any directions about the food. Just coming on, did you get 5 blocks sewn together? I'm working on that right now. I sewed one last night. Yeah. Kenneth is my husband. Oh my God, let me try that again. Kenneth is the ambassador to Greenland, but he's also the husband of my boss, Bitsy. And y'all saw a photograph of me and Bitsy together that weekend that I was doing the solidarity thing. Okay. So he just sent this to me. It says last week, the Greenland representative was gifted a beautifully handcrafted quilt celebrating the relationship between Greenland and Denmark and the United States. So let me bring up the pictures. And it's a quilt.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
So it's a quilt. Yep. And then it says, please make a Valentine for Denmark and Greenland and for your friends. There's this. Let me. And then it says, we love you, Greenland. Oh, that's so cool. I have to find out who they are. That's awesome. So this is what got shared. She made this quilt in solidarity for Greenland. That is awesome.
I'm hiding behind the camera right now, everybody, but I will be back, I swear. Okay.
That is so cool. I love it because I remember when Pat Sloan did a solidarity color for Ukraine, and a lot of quilters were making. I'm still working on my pattern for mine, and I think I figured out something I'm going to do different about it. Wow, someone stole the block you were making. I don't have the monopoly on it. Hers are probably different than mine. She probably did applique on top. I don't know. I need to get a better look at the block, but I bet she did applique, and I did the reverse.
Okay, I'm gonna let you all admire that for a minute. I gotta go use the other table. I need space. Be right back.
Okay. And Denise, I'm sewing block number 2 now. Uh-oh, that's this one. Yes, it is. That is a pretty quilt, says Cindy. Yep. I bet that quilt lands itself in a quilt show too. Because there was a lot of, I think that year that the Ukraine solidarity ones were doing it. I think some of those made its way into some quilt shows. Okay. Let me redo this again. Just a joke, sarcasm. I'm not good with ha-has. Well, you know me, I don't always get the joke part. So glad you clarified that. I didn't take it the wrong way anyway. I'm getting used to some of the things. Hey, Jess, you're not gone yet? I figured you'd be driving to North Carolina. I mean, yeah, you are in North Carolina. You know what I meant. Okay, let me redo this again because for some weird reason it didn't line up like it was supposed to. And I feel like I can't see so good today. I'm not going to QuiltCon till Saturday. Oh, gotcha. All right, let me get this one portion pinned. We'll be ready to sew this one.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you what I've done. First of all, can you see chalk marks?
Yep, see them.
Okay, so just like I'm basically sewing an inset. So I went 7 inches from each edge and I drew a line. Now, just like the top, you don't sew the top line. I just marked it so I knew where it was. So I'm going to sew all the other 3 sides. By the way, I have dark gray thread in my machine. Hard back tack at the top, all the way down. Hard back tack to pivot all the way down and back up. So I have 3 sides sewn. And then what you do is you stuff the middle part first with whatever. I'm going to basically go with the contents of my garbage and cut it all up. I have some of that stuffing stuff. I have odd little ends and bits of batting, whatever you got, use it. And then once you have that inside part filled, you sew that other seam at the top closed. So you have an inside part. And then you have to kind of work your way around the outside to stuff the outside. That's why I did 7 inches, so I can get my hand in there and reef around and, move all around. But that's how you make it. And then once you obviously have the outside done, then you sew up that one edge that's open and voila. Make sense?
Yep.
I couldn't but get my head around that part though. So that's why I had to do research 2 years ago. And that's how I found Vintage Style by Jo, because she did a cat bed. And I went, that's how you do it. So, yeah.
She's making a cat bed, Denise. Right? It's a cat bed, not a dog bed, right?
It's a cat bed, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you had said.
Yeah.
Didn't think I misunderstood that part.
Give it to my son for his cat.
Cat
No,
bed.
we have those huge round dog beds from Costco. That's what we have for our dog beds. The biggest ones they have. One of our dogs weighs 92 pounds and one weighs 95 pounds.
Those were bigger than my German Shepherd was, because my German Shepherd was around 85 pounds. And
the big guy, that's my little avatar picture. That was our first Bernese Mountain Dog. He weighed 110 pounds.
I thought
he was a big boy.
Yeah, I knew they got two pretty big dogs because they use them for search and rescue, don't they?
Bernese, No, they're more like, they're in the working group for like dog shows and stuff. So they can like watch over your cattle herd kind of thing.
Oh, so they're
They
in
like
the herding dog family?
so they can see, and
Oh,
they'll bark away predators. In Europe, they have been known, like the farmers will hitch up two of them to their cart and go to market with their stuff in their cart, like in
oh,
olden
wow.
days, right? Yeah, because the breed's from Switzerland, so.
Hello, Shirley. How are you? It's good to see you. Hi, honey.
And hi, Shirley.
He
Hi,
sent
everybody
me this.
coming in because I can't see YouTube.
Yeah. Nikolai said, "Am I invisible?" And I looked and I couldn't see him. I said, "Hey, reboot your browser and come back in again." Hey, I'm glad we figured that out. Ooh, I just hit a needle.
I'm just going to get this inner part sewn and then I'm going to put this away because sitting there and cutting up bits of whatnot and stuffing it is like, I'll sit there with my husband and watch TV and do that.
Yeah, I got lots of that needs to be done so that I can use it for stuffing.
Like, I don't have a lot, but.
Linda says, Kelley, I missed the measurements. I need a cat bed and I also use the large dog beds from Costco for my Jake, who is 129 pounds.
This one is about 27 by 28. It's a relatively generous size. My son's cat's not that big, but I had enough fabric, so I'm making it relatively big. You can make it any size you want, really. I mean, go nuts. And just because it's the size it is, my 7 inches in from each edge was just an arbitrary thing I just decided to do. You could make your inner side bigger and measure less distance. You could go 6 inches. I think the other one I made 2 years ago was more like 20 by 22, and I think I came in 5 inches from all the sides. So I was just judging accordingly with a slightly larger starting platform. So if you want to make a ginormous one and you have lots of stuff to stuff with, then by all means, do it. Up to you. Also, when I was measuring my 7 inches, I kind of like put my arm there and went, okay, my arm will fit. You know what I mean? Here, if I bring it down, like, just a minute. Hang on. If I can see this or not. Just a sec. So 7 inches is here. So my arm will fit. You can see that it's really hard. As my camera falls over. It's not easy to get a good angle in here. But because you fill the inner part first and then sew it shut, and then you fill the outer part, you still have to get down the bottom of the outer part. So you need maneuvering room to shove your hand down in there and stuff everything in there. So what I did before was I started with the back and I kind of stuffed my way out to the corners, and then I stuffed my way along the edge, and then I stuffed the end, and then I sewed it shut.
That's awesome.
But if you want to do it just like a pillow, like you don't even have to do the inset part if you don't want. Just make a big pillow. Does it really matter? No. Right? Because that's essentially what those big Costco ones are. They're big round pillows. And we have 3 of them stacked together downstairs in the TV room. So it's a whole Princess and the Pea thing going on. And guess who liked to lay there all the time?
One of the dogs?
The cat.
Oh, the cat. Got you.
So here's this little gray cat in the middle of this ginormous dog bed, and the 2 dogs are laying on the floor next to the dog bed.
Hey, honey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kelley.
How you doing, Nico?
I'm good, and you?
Oh, pretty good. Usual, you know, busy.
So no fin tonight, honey?
Pardon me?
No fin tonight?
We have ate dinner.
Oh, you did? What'd y'all have?
Yeah. I got chicken. What called chicken? What called? I think what's
Oh,
it?
you went to Burger King. That's right. You had chicken
No,
tenders.
not Burger King. We went to the Sagalik, the cultural house.
Oh, got you. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It's chicken burger.
Oh, how was it?
That was good.
Y'all have a good visit?
Yeah.
Good. So y'all are done?
Yep. I'm down. I'm on board the ship again.
Are you having a watcher tonight?
Nah. Just waiting for the unloaders to finish using the crane so I can take some stuff up from the pier to the ship.
How far along are they on unloading?
I don't know. Looks like halfway through.
Okay, so maybe leave instead of early in the morning. What's the top? What are these 2 liters for? Juice, how are you? Juice says hi, Joe and Katie and Kelley.
Okay.
What are you munching on?
Okay. Can you kind of see the black stitching or the dark gray stitching on the black?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went around 3 sides and left the top open. So next project is to stuff the middle part.
Will the cat claw the cover?
Probably, but it's just some extra fabric I had from another project and I had enough. So if needs be, I can make her another one.
Oh, okay. I was
I
wondering
mean,
if you could do that or not.
Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. The other cat that my daughter's friend has, he loves his bed and he just lays in it.
Oh, cool.
So that's it at the moment until stuffing. And that's what the back looks like. And yes, I kind of did the back the other way, across ways. But it's what I had. Oh, that'll fit. That's big enough, sew it together. Okay. So let's get that out of the way.
Looks good.
So that's going to be my TV project. Thanks, Katie. Now,
Good.
bear with me while I change thread and stuff. I don't want dark gray for that up there. So you guys are getting a sneak peek. Ow. What the heck? With that chevron behind me.
Honey, Shirley asked you a question.
Yeah.
What?
Shirley asked you a question.
Me?
Yup.
I didn't see the chat.
Oh, she wants to know, how much longer are you away from getting back home, Nikolai?
Oh, not long enough. I got about 10 more days or what? Today's less than 2 weeks more to sail, then I'll be on my way home. We're going in on March the 2nd, and I'm off.
So not much longer to go. Hi, Beverly. Welcome, welcome.
I believe.
Those are some pretty pictures you took today, Sissy Moo.
Yeah.
Anything interesting did you see?
No, not much. Except for that book that I bought you.
That, hey, you should show it. Wait a minute. If you want to show them the book you got me,
Yeah, give me a sec. Where are you? There you are. So there it is. It's a scary story that do not open. When you look in the back, it says children who were scared out of their wits. A human eating witch. Read and learn Greenlandic stories and myths written by Greenlandic and English. It had some interesting cartoons in it.
oh, wow, look at the graphics of that.
Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Okay, that's that. And then this goes
Kind of
this
like tell school ghost stories, huh?
Yep.
way.
They just do that a lot when back in the day, didn't they?
Yep.
That was how they used time after dark time.
Yeah. That's what we do in the wintertime, telling ghost stories. There's two stories in it, the way I can see it. The one called The Flame and let me find it. Where is it? And the one called The Human Eating Witch.
Oh, wow.
Two scary stories for you.
That'll be fun. Thank you. Add to my book collection.
About the Flame is a Greenlandic traditional story about children who were scared out of their wits at Quilting.
Is that a place?
Yeah.
Look at that. Amazing. Clip that.
The other one is like I said, The Human Eating Witch, a traditional Greenlandic story about a human eating witch.
That's too funny. It'd
Ghost
be interesting.
stories. Ghost stories for you.
Okay. Well, when you bring it home, we'll share some more of it with them.
Yep.
Bolts.
Hi, Laura Sup. How are you? How you feeling?
Hi, Laura. I'm over here pressing.
Hi, Laura.
Okay. All right, I'm going to scoot you back up to, whoops, as I kick something.
I sent you another link for you to look at later, babe. The link came from Kenneth.
I saw it.
Okay, bottom is, just a minute. This way. Top. Yes. Okay.
Curious to know who the quilter was. Katie, I am doing well. My hubby has been traveling for work and will be home. Oh, I bet you're looking forward to him coming home.
Okay. You see that okay?
Yes, looks good.
One more row to sew. This is going to be a baby quilt. No, there is no baby at the moment. I am being prepared ahead of time. Probably will wind up quilting it myself. We'll see how time goes. But
Chance favors the prepared mind.
yeah, I got caught short last year when my friend's daughter had a baby. Was like, oh, Dad, I gotta make a belt. That. So basically, what I'm going to do is make the top. I'm going to cut the backing so it's ready to go. I'm going to cut out all the binding so it's ready to go. And I might even make a partial label and just hang it all up together. And then, because my friend's daughter is trying to get pregnant. So I have some time. When that happens, I'll be like, oh, good. Okay, now I can quilt it and finish it. But I got to do this as, you'll see this in its entirety and me yakking about it, how I do it in April for the Quilters Challenge. I'm in it with some other Canadian quilters and our mutual friend in New Zealand. So the whole shebang gets started with Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore on the 6th of March. So we all do the first one with her. And then the next one is Michelle, and we're skipping Easter. So I think we're all uploading our videos on the 10th of April.
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
I have to do my challenge, and everyone's doing my challenge. And that video uploads on, I think it's May 1st, maybe the 2nd, I forget. We have a schedule. Anyway,
Look
so.
what Shirley from Alaska did. She gifted 5 memberships. So Judy has a membership now. Lena Design Lena's Design Rita, Brian Daly, Terry Bishop, and Nikki all received a gifted membership from Shirley from Alaska. Thank you so much for that.
Hey, Shirley, we're sort of neighbors. I'm in BC.
Oh, and Mima also got a membership from Shirley. Thank you so much.
Oh, those two fooling around outside again.
Congratulations to all who have received the gift membership, says Laura. Beverly says congratulations. Carissa says walked away for a minute. I love the book, Nikolai. Did he leave? He must have got kicked off. I just realized he was gone. Got one. We're almost finished with the block number 2 of those 5 we designed together last night as a group. Thank you so much for that, Shirley.
Damn, my points are awesome. Huh.
They look real good.
Sometimes I impress myself. And I just pick purple as an arbitrary color because, you know, any baby can have purple.
Yeah, all those colors will work.
Yeah. And the binding is going to be that darkest one.
Oh,
and the
cool.
back is the light color. It's all grunge. But that's kind of my time sensitive thing.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Probably tomorrow on my, you guys tomorrow, either tomorrow or Saturday. It depends on if I can find what I'm looking for in the craft room. I need to show you guys some heat. I think they're heat and bonds, but I need to know which one is an actual, because we're going to be doing projects that's going to need heat and bond for applique. I need to make sure I'm using the right thing, because some of that stuff I have in my craft room, I have no idea what they are.
I gotta look and see if I have any heat and bond left.
Yeah, I went, yeah, I need some heat and bond. Someone's sending me some, I think.
Because I do have a project in mind. It looks like I have some rolled up. I'm looking in my closet right now, and it looks like there's a roll of it, so I might be okay. But I haven't used it in I don't know when, like.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use it to do my labels, just to kind of stick it on the back of the quilt really good.
Mm-hmm.
Gives it a little bit of, and then I sew it on by hand all around. But it just helps it out in the meantime. But I haven't done the label in a while, so I don't remember.
I would like to learn how to make my own labels, but since I don't have an embroidery machine, that's never going to happen.
Sorry, I'm just sitting here, but I think my brain is off now, so I have to.
I always those little scrappy pieces together.
Yeah, I could do. I have to get my basket out. Maybe I'll just cut some stuff up from my garbage while I'm sitting here.
Chop, chop, chop.
Who's cracking the whip?
I am. I was having this discussion with my friend Melanie. We were talking about bread, and she says, "How come you just don't buy fresh bread there?" And I'm like, "Because the fresh bread chops up my mouth." And we got into this whole discussion about chopping up my mouth. Because even potato chips chop up my mouth. And she says, "That means you're not eating enough stuff that keeps your inside of your mouth less tender."
Okay, I got. Well, I'm not using napkins in it. That's garbage. That's not gonna happen.
Inkjet. I want, yeah, and they can wash off eventually. Just like the ones I pay for. I don't know. I haven't tried to put fabric through my printer. My printer might eat it. And then I'll be without a printer.
A while back, I bought these things, and I don't remember where, online more than likely, and it was this white paper that already had like a firm backing on it.
Yeah.
And that's how I used to do my labels, because I had to go to my dad's because you need an inkjet printer for that, and we don't have inkjet printers. Ours are all laser and they don't work like that. It's too hot. So you need an inkjet printer, and I would like basically type up different fonts and make a bunch of labels at a time. I'd go to my dad's and be like, "Okay, Dad, can I print this?" And he would print it. And then I use some of that, you know, that spray that you use for like sealing up like boots and stuff, just to keep it, because you don't want that ink running, right?
That's what I was wondering about. And how do you know
Yeah.
if it's the regular HP? Like I have an HP printer. So is the ink that's for that HP printer usable for that kind of thing?
I think so. I mean,
Or do you have to buy a special kind of ink to use in the HP?
I just went and did whatever my dad's printer was. I don't know the brand name of his printer. I just know it's an inkjet printer. And it says right on that package of stuff that I bought, they're like regular old 8.5 by 11 sheets, right? Standard printer size. It's meant to go in your printer, but it specifically said on the front of the package, inkjet printers only.
Okay. Because that's what we have is the inkjet.
And I cannot remember where I got it. It was a yellow package. I haven't had any for ages because I can't find it anymore. Of course, something you like is gone, right?
Laura says, "Kelley, I have the same problem from time to time. My brain just kind of shuts down for a bit." Hey, Laura, how you doing with your organizing? Hi, Dubrovka. I have something to show you, girlfriend.
Okay, that looks pretty. Now we have actual garbage that has to stay garbage. Let's go shove that in here. Actually, I do have to go soon because I got a couple chores I gotta do.
Okay. Look what came in the mail today.
Here's my top.
Hi, Rita. She's hiding in corner from trolls.
Okay. So I'm just grabbing a handful of this that I cut up. I have a tiny bit that I'm just gonna like start shoving in the corners of the interior part of this.
Oh, got you.
And then I'll next cut up like little odds and ends of batting because that works great for stuffing. But I actually have some of that polyester, you know, that you stuff dolls with or whatever. I've got some of that too. That'll work. Okay, just so it doesn't fall everywhere, we'll leave that in there like that. Fold it over. And you can leave it like really floppy if you want, or stuff the bejeebers out of it if you want, up to you. Okay, there we go. I've been working on that most of the week and my brain is off on that too.
Hi, hi, Andy. Welcome, welcome. What's the so have you got everybody set up for their cruises and everything?
I've got a couple things coming up, hit and miss. Actually, our friends booked a resort off me. They're going to hang on, the Crown Paradise Club in Puerto Vallarta. Coming up on the 2nd of March. They just wanted to go last minute and I found that and it was like Monday to Monday works and yep, okay, good, done. Yeah, it's sort of hit and miss. Hubby and I are not going anywhere for a while because his dad is like elderly and has a multitude of health issues, any one of which goes south at any one time. That's it. So we don't want to be too far away for obvious reasons. So we're laying low for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Hi, Tasha. It's good to see you.
Other than going camping for the weekend and that kind of thing, right? Like, yeah, but we're not going away.
I haven't heard from my boss yet how many cruise ships we're going to get this year. But if, yeah, if I think of it, I'll ask her. But I bet we're going to have probably about the same amount as we had last year. But here's something cool: is our airport will be up and running on the 16th of April, which means some tourists will probably fly in instead of doing the cruise ship thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about housing when it starts happening, because the hotel only has like 10 rooms, something like that. I'm not exactly clear on. And then I found out today that the hotel owner of the hotel, listen to this, his daughter also works in the hotel with him. He was the owner of the hotel, and he wanted his daughter to take over running the hotel, and she said no. So he sold the hotel to someone else. So now she's working for the new boss. All right, here's the fit. Isn't that funny? She didn't want the responsibility, she told me. Because I had talked to her today. Because she saw that I was trying to find her dad. She says, Dad's not here anymore. He sold the hotel. And then she told me why. And I'm like, wow. So he's on his way to Thailand for some R&R.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I don't know if he built the house over there like our friend Torben did, but they tend to go and see Torben.
Well, since it's nearly 3 o'clock, I better go. Sorry, Katie, I just don't have as much time this time.
Okay, thank you for coming. Remember,
Thank you for
tell
inviting
one
me.
more time. Tell them one more time about your channel and when
Okay.
you drop videos or do lives.
My channel is called Kelley's Quilts Plus because there's more going on than just quilting. But I have playlists, try to keep it kind of tidy. I do lives every other Friday morning. So like not tomorrow. It was last week. It's going to be next week. So every other Friday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, because I live in British Columbia in Canada near Vancouver. So I get it done in the morning, out of the way, because I always have other 10,000 things I have to do during the day. So it's done and done. So project is quite often to be determined at the last minute. If I'm usually organized enough to set the live up a day or two ahead. Most of the time.
Okay.
Life intervenes occasionally, and then it's like, oh crap, I didn't set it up. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know how life goes, right? So, yeah, I just talk about all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Kelley, I'll be sending you an email asking you to approve a link too, okay?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we did that last time, and I put it popped up in my collab, so.
Yeah. So I'll be sending you a new one from tonight, but it won't get sent until tomorrow. It's like live has to go 24 hours before I can do that.
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you for
Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go have a drink of water. Anyway, so thanks all.
Thank you, Kelley, for coming. See you later.
See you around, everybody. Happy quilting to all as I try to reach for my mouse. Come on.
Having trouble with it? Okay, here is block number 2. So we got 3 more to go, and we will have 5 of them done. Carrie says, dinner time. See you later. Okay, Carrie, enjoy your meal. So block number 2. All right, let's lay out block number 3. Okay, now we can start sewing these together. All right. Let me see here. June Hansen says, very nice. Thank you. This was a community collaboration last night. Everybody, those that were in my live last night, helped choose how to lay these blocks out. So this is a group effort for these blocks. Yes, that was fun last night, said Beverly. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Katie, read my post above, says Rita. You can make little super tiny pieces for stuffing if you put fabric with a piece of paper through a shredder. I don't have a paper shredder. Hey, Jaja. But that's interesting. I didn't know you could stick fabric through the shredder. Dubrovka says, show me the card. I forgot what I sent you. Okay. It made me kind of get real emotional. I was doing a good job hiding it from everyone tonight. One after that, Katie. Huh? Talk about the member project so new members know about it. Oh, I will, Shirley. Hang on a minute. Thank you for mentioning that. The new members that are in the chat right now, I need you to email me. The 5 new members. I need to let you know about a project. Oh, you want me to read it? Okay. Rita says, no. Dubrovka says, you have no idea how amazing you are. You go out of your way to care about others, sharing your strength, wisdom, and love in ways that lift spirits and touch hearts. You're amazing in all that you are and everything that you do. Thank you. And then she wrote, just letting you know, I enjoy your channel very much. I am learning so much about Greenland. Love your sewing too. You're a very nice person. With love, Dubrovka. Thank you. This really made my day today. Thank you. You guys are the best. Okay. Nina says, hi everyone. I've been lurking without a keyboard again. Rita says, Katie, special thoughts. My oldest daughter just called and is being tested now. She has a tumor on her thyroid and they do not believe it is cancer. They do not know if it's cancer or not. Yep, I'll have her in our prayers. Y'all say prayers for Rita's daughter. Hopefully it's nothing. Hi, Sylvia. Thank you so much, Dubrovka. That card means a lot to me. Andy is everybody's doing prayers and hugs for Rita. Rita sending love and prayers, hugs to Rita, prayers to Rita. Does she live very far away, Rita? Doctor said he is 90% positive. So she was in the restroom at the hospital talking to me on the phone, and I just told her she can do this. Yep. She lives in Central Oregon. Well, hopefully it's nothing. She's got this, Rita. Got her in my thoughts, said Andy. Yep, we all do. Okay, what can we talk about? She is the one that is a traveling nurse and was in an elevator when it dropped 3 floors before brakes on the elevator finally stopped. That is scary. I don't think I'd ever get on an elevator again. Laura says, Rita sending love and prayers. Okay, let me see. Jaja says I picked up our new Shop Hop magazine after work. I don't go to all the places. I just like to see all the patterns in the stories. Yeah, same here. Myra picked me one up so that I would have a copy of one for this year. The doctor said the jarring messed up her spine and it looks like her nursing career is over. She loves working as a nurse in the trauma centers of the hospital. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, y'all. My father needs me. I'll be back if I can. Okay, Laura. Oh, we're not sewing at all. Isn't that interesting? That's because there's something going on with this bone. Of course. Family first. That's right. So how's the weather in everybody's part of the world? Y'all cold? Are you warm? Is spring come? What's going on in your direction? Rita says, okay, that is done. Uploaded another block video for Annabelle Ray. Cool. I'm just going to work on my block 36 tomorrow. I didn't have enough time to cut it out today because I had a phone call with my sister. Sylvia says rainbow weather. So I'll be doing the last block tomorrow in tomorrow's live. And then a couple days, let's see, Saturday, I probably will, I'll be taking part of a block apart of one of the 36 blocks and taking out some green and replacing it with some dark blue. Yeah, I have block number 36 to do. And that'll be tomorrow. Ooh, St. Augustine is, wow, 74 degrees already? Shirley says 21 degrees and mostly cloudy. Beverly says expecting storms and high winds. And June says 28 degrees, feels like 14 to be getting snow anytime. And Shirley says it's supposed to go down to -6 tonight. I'm not doing the Winter Village, Rita. You already did it. Prayers that all is benign and she finds another way to continue nursing. Glad that the two of you are still connecting, Rita. Yeah, same here. Hi, Delia. No, it's okay, Rita. How's your day been, Delia? We sure warmed up. It's a balmy -8 degrees Celsius, says Dubravka. Well, we are at a balmy 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Rita says, Denise, I actually had not spoken to her for almost 30 years. And then 5 months ago, she contacted me out of the blue. That's a long time not to get to talk to your daughter. I don't think I could stand being not talk to my kids. That had been hard for you, Rita. We are supposed to get into the 80s tomorrow. Time to pull out the tank shorts and flip-flops. I just took an apple from the oven for the dessert and waiting for it to cool down. That sounds tasty. Okay, now we got 3 rows done. So let's get them laid out so that I can get ready to start sewing them together. What block are you working on today? I am working on the 3rd block. So to catch you up on what was going on last night, we together as a group or as a community collab, I don't know, whatever you want, the viewers, me and the viewers chose how to lay out, did it together, laid out 4 patch blocks to make 9 patch blocked units from the 4 patch. So we did that last night, and we had enough set up to do 5 blocks for my Katie's Creative Chaos sew along. So that's what I'm working on tonight, is I'm sewing the 5 blocks together, and then we'll have 5 ready to go for when I get the hourglasses ready for going with each block. So the next thing I'll have to do is, I think, let's see, we need 1, 2, 3 there. So there's 3 that's going to go there, and then yeah, we still got a ways to go, but we're getting there. We're making progress. So it's for Katie's Creative Chaos sew along. I'm hoping we don't have a scorching summer. I think it's going to get hot here rarely. Yeah, I think it's going to be hot. I also think that there's going to be areas that's going to have drought this year. Just not much snow as you, Carissa. No, we don't have any snow. It's kind of alarming, actually. Because I have a sinking feeling with the lack of precipitation that we had for the winter months. Either A, we're going to have a dry summer, which is not good, or B, we're going to have one where it does nothing but rain, and I'll get to spend all summer working in the rain. And this is, I am hoping we don't, yeah, early, sorry, okay, gotcha. Still not, nope, no snow, still none. Now, on the East Coast where Tazellock is at, they got 64 meters of snow the other day. Not meters. I have to relook that up to see exactly what it was said. Carissa says, doing well, working on the second quadrant of my project. Did you throw malfunctioning iron away, Rita? Don't hold onto it as a backup. All right, now we're ready to sew these first two rows together. Julia says, wow, Carissa, excellent, moving right along. It was decent here in Charleston, but the wind just doesn't want to quit, says Delia. Rita says, I threw it away. I always cut the cords off, cut the cords up, and then throw away the iron. I do not keep broken stuff like that. Shirley says, I must go for now. I have chores to do. Going to play bunco with my daughter and her friends tonight. Have fun playing with your daughter and your friends. And thank you for dropping in. And Shirley, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships that you gave tonight. I'll make sure to email the members about this project. Hopefully they'll email me. Hello, Donna from Handmade by Ying. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we keep on pinning. I did 2 times, so should be 10, said Shirley. Oh, did you? I missed some then. Okay. Shirley, I'll look into that because I didn't realize you did it twice. Thank you for the memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. 10 more. Wow. Tasha says, I've been lurking and Replying to comments. Rita says, oh, that is true. Should be 10, Katie, not 5. Okay, I need to backtrack and figure out who all the members are. For those of you who were gifted channel memberships tonight, can you please email me at this email address, because I need to contact you concerning something that we are doing as memberships or for memberships. Email. Please email me, because I need to send you an email concerning what we're doing, because I don't want you left out. Because we got something planned. She is on every day for a 28-day challenge. Someone asked that? The mountain where the 10 skiers died this week had gotten 5 foot of new snow. Unfortunately, that happened after they were into their trip. An elite academy that trains Olymp. Oh no, that's not good. Did I miss something that someone asked about? Was it 28-day challenge? Planned, but wait. Hi, Tasha. Planned, but planned. Oh no. Okay, let me see what we can ask about next. So what is everyone's plans for this weekend? Well, I guess the first question of the day is, how many of you are going to QuiltCon this weekend? I know there's a lot not going. So those of you going to QuiltCon, let me know. Those who are not going to QuiltCon, what is your plans for the weekend? Let me know. I know what part of what I'll be doing this weekend. I have lots of sewing and something else I got to take care of now that I've got medicine in my system. Rita says, I have that new iron on and now waiting to see if it beeps to tell me the auto off is working. Rita says, no QuiltCon. Yeah, I knew you weren't going. So what do you got planned for the weekend? Those of you not going to QuiltCon, what is your plans for the weekend? What projects do you plan on working on? Rita says, plans. I do not do plans. So out of curiosity, Rita, how many blocks have you made out of the book now? Because I know I ain't seen them all. I will be sewing and quilting with you, says Linda. Awesome. I bet we could run a long live tomorrow, since Becca's going to be gone to QuiltCon. I don't know if Donna's going to QuiltCon or not. But I might just run my live a long time tomorrow. And we are going to sew, and more sewing. Actually, I think that if I finish my block number, if I do block number 36 tomorrow, then I can take that other block that I need to tear part of it out, change the color out of it. That could even get done tomorrow night. And then that will, some minor things, a couple of repairs I need to do on 1 or 2 blocks. I'll pull those blocks out too. Maybe we can get all that done in one night. There's snow, so not leaving the house, says Carissa. June says, plan to get better soon. I can sew heart blocks. Sylvia says, every day the same, but caregivers are scheduled, so I hope to quilt. Beverly says, no QuiltCon. Rita says, sew for You have 10 done. Wow. Like I said, you so fast. Could run a, if I wanted to, I could run a 12-hour live. I don't know if I'm up for a 12-hour live. It would be fun to do a 12-hour live. Depends on how much sleep I get tonight. But we can run a 5 or 6 hour live, and that would work. Andy says, gonna prep setup for my show coming up, and I'm going to get fabric ready for de-stash and sale next Wednesday. I'll make sure to put that on my. Hey, send me an email on what time you plan on starting that de-stashing. So, yeah, Andy, send me an email to let me know when you're doing the de-stash so that I can advertise on the channel so that people know where to find you. Because I can send people your way. Andy's going to be having a fabric de-stash, and I need to make sure I tell Myra about it too, because she's going to have some Disney stuff. And Myra loves Disney stuff. Whoa, I just clipped the needle. That's twice tonight. I must need to change my needle. Sylvia says it sounds ambitious. Yeah, it's ambitious already. I mean, look here, we've been doing a 28-day challenge. Why not make it more interesting, right? Linda says, I have to work until I chase my customers away, hopefully early, and then comfortable clothes and so, yes. And Delia says, watching Blessing play football if it doesn't rain, spending the day and having dinner with the family, fun. And Rita says, I feel I so slow. I am doing one that seems not so hard. Some of them are very detailed. Yeah, but you're still getting them done fast, way faster than me. Hello, Brandon of Palm Beach. On your poll, you put you did not have the option for don't know. That's because there isn't a don't. There won't be a don't. There will not be I don't know. You have to guess. You might be surprised and guess the right answer. Speaking of that, how long have we been live now? 2 hours. Let's talk about the poll. What is the modern equivalent of the word leal? And we've had 39 votes so far. So right now, 23%. Wow, there's a tie over here too. 23% are saying strong. 23% are saying weak. 49% are saying loyal. And only 5% are saying angry. That's interesting. So in another half hour, I will give you the answer. So if you have not voted, you better vote. He says, I guessed, but I was only 5%, so I think I guessed wrong. You never know. You never know, Brandon. Because I'm not going to tell you the answer just yet. We got 30 more minutes, and then I'll give you the answer. I guessed the word, and I got the answer right. How did I get the answer right? I have no clue. I must have known the word, and my subconscious is like, oh, this is the answer. Because I have been known to do that, where I know the word for some reason, but don't know why I know the word. Don't remember where I learned it at or whatever. right, let's get this top half on here. We will have block number 3 done. So Brandon, this is the first time I've seen you in here, I think. So how did you find the channel? Did you come from another channel? Brenda says, it was good to catch your live. I got to go prep for dinner. Have a wonderful night. Hey, what's for dinner before you run off? Laura says, I'm back, but still lurking, but will be lurking. I have to get dinner ready for my dad. What's for dinner, Laura? Inquiring minds want to know what y'all guys are making. Thank you for coming, Brandon. Don't word in everyday speech. Where did you get this book, Katie? Huh? What book? I don't have a book. It's an email that I get every day. It has my old Yahoo address on it, so I must have been getting that email since my college, when I was going to college, and I was uh extending my vocabulary words while I was in college. Uh-oh, that was my dad wants spaghetti and meatballs. He only likes homemade meatballs, so I'm working on them now. Yum, that sounds tasty. Are you guys still there with me? Or have I lost the live? Someone in the channel, let me know you're still there, please. Because my laptop's doing something strange. It's been doing fine up until now. I think something's wrong. Okay, Rita says yes. They're saying yes. Okay. So I turned the fan up. Julia says here. Nina says here. Tasha says here. Okay. because my laptop's, I think it's gotten hot again. So I turned up the fan. So if you hear what sounds like a windy condition, it's because I turned the fan up. I did clean the vents out with this vacuum cleaner today. Still here, I was cutting up little applique pieces for another block. Ah, so we're doing an applique. Laura says, I'm here. Jaja says, I'm here. Thank you guys for answering. Linda is still here. She's trimming blocks and trying to catch up on Alice's Wonderland. Yeah, I got some catching up to do. And Andy says she's here. Thank you guys. Now if I can just get mouse control back. Oh, look. Carissa says, I don't know what's for dinner. Something with chicken has not here yet to tell me. Wednesday and Thursday he comes and cooks for me. Oh. The flour Dresden one. Oh, got you. There's a and he says, you're good. Thank you. Linda, what background fabric are you using for Alice's Wonderland? Delia said we had grilled chicken. I had steak for lunch. So tonight I'm just going to heat up a sweet and sour chicken and rice little meal. I'll do that after my live. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Called Rising Star. It is a placemat. Oh, that sounds cool. I have some placemats I need to make that I got as a kit, and I just haven't even touched the thing. That's something I should think about working on this year. All right, we're getting close enough for me to sew this next one. Almost done pinning. Tasha, let's see, Linda says, Tasha, I had laid out 100 back quarters and I am going in the order I am going out. I have laid out 100 back quarters. I have a problem. If you're still here, y'all don't leave. I'm having some kind of issue, and I'm gonna come back on with my phone into the live chat. I've logged off my phone off of Zoom so that I can go and see what's going on in the chat, because there's something going on here. Why won't it let me? Come on. Y'all hang in there, okay? Don't quit. I don't know what's going on. No, because the reason it looks like I'm looking up is because I have to answer Laura or Denise's question. Okay, I have a laptop right here in front of me, right here. The laptop screen is broken. So I have to put, but my laptop has a camera on it. Okay, and so the camera works, just not the video on the laptop screen. So I have a monitor behind it that's up higher than the laptop, because there's no way for me to put the monitor down low, because then I couldn't see what's on the monitor due to the fact that the laptop screen would be in the way. And I still can't do anything on, yeah. So that's what it is. You're still here. Sounds good. Okay. All right. I'm going to just keep on going and look at the chat periodically, because whatever's going on my screen, I can't do anything. It's like my laptop's having trouble until I can have access to it anyway. All right. So here's where I am. I've put this on here. So now we're going to sew this together. So we're going to get around this hardware issues and keep going. Rita says, you're fine, Katie. Denise. Oh, that heart thing is in the way, of course. Wait, let me flip this screen sideways. That would work better. Denise, with Zoom, you have to open the chat in YouTube. Yep. So basically, right now, on my monitor, I have my Zoom on the left side of the screen, and I have the chat on the right-hand side of the screen. the laptop sits down here below. And so that's why it looks like I'm always looking up. And part of the reason I'm looking up too is because my glasses have progressive bifocals in it and my eyes are worsening, so I'm having trouble seeing. So you're probably seeing me tilt my neck up because I'm looking through the bottom half of my, I mean, that's what I think I'm doing anyway. Now that is a funny, wait. Rita says, now that is a funny one of these boxes, an ice cream truck. Yeah, I saw that. Still nothing. Oh, but I can actually see the closed captioning on my phone. That's cool. All right, what I'm going to do is go over to the iron and we're going to press this block and then I'll show it to you and it'll be block number 3. Okay, here's block number 3. That's block number 3. Okay, now what I'm going to do, and I know you can't see it, I'm going to go ahead and lay out the 4th block, but you won't be able to see it this time. I'm sorry. But I will start showing it to you as I sew it in pieces. Wait a minute. Yeah, good. Okay, I was about to say, hang on a second. I thought something was wrong, but nope, it's okay. It's all good. We'll just keep going. Okay. All right. Man, it's like my screen is frozen. Okay, so I'm going to take this block and this block and sew it together. Y'all keep talking in the chat so I know you're there because I'm using my phone to see the chat. So let me see what do I want to talk about next. Okay. Let me see. What can we talk about? Let's talk about something. See, how long have we been into the live now? Nine, almost 10 o'clock. It's weird, but I can't see the poll on my phone. That is so weird because I can't even see the poll on the my phone. So I might as well tell you what the answer is since I can't see the poll. The answer to the poll is Leal. L-E-A. Yeah, that word, Leal. The answer is loyal. It means loyalty. Can y'all hear me? Okay, now we're going to sew this block to this block. Are you guys there? Looks like a chat in the channel. Hello, can you see me? Are you there? Or did I lose all of y'all? Stop. Okay, so let me see here. It looks like I have lost everybody. At least that's the way it seems. Oh, see, this is so strange with this chat. Okay, let me, all right, I'm backtracking to see what y'all are saying now. Hold on a minute. Okay. Now that is a funny one. These boxes, an ice cream truck. I see that. Oh wow, there is a Borgello block in here. I made that California King one a long time ago. Chris says, very good job. Denise says, it just looks like you're putting strain on your neck. That's why I asked you. You have mentioned getting a new laptop while a new, or yeah, when I go to Denmark, yeah. But that's in June. What were you saying about tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow I'm going to work on block number 36. And I'm also going to, when I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and there's a block I want to pull part of a color out of and exchange it for a different color because there's just too much green in it. And I'm not happy with it. So we're going to fix that. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'll probably run a 5 or 6 hour live since most everybody that has lives on Friday evening will be in QuiltCon. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And then I don't have any wingman currently. So yeah, I'll see if I can find someone to come sew with me. I cannot believe it's Thursday already, says Rita. Laura says, yes, I'm here putting meatballs in the oven. That sounds yummy, Laura. And Mina says, yes, I see you. What were you saying about tomorrow? I read that part. Katie, we're all here. 35 in the chat. We're here. Okay. It's just the chat wasn't moving for some strange reason. Okay. Oh, wow. That is right, says Rita. Yep. So I'm going to probably run a long live tomorrow because I think that's a good idea. Because everybody will be at QuiltCon that has their lives on Friday. Because I'm not sure if Donna's going to QuiltCon or not. I haven't heard anything. But definitely Becca's going to be there. Who else does a live on? There's Donna that does a live on Friday. Becca does a live on Friday. Someone else in between does one. Rita, I use a recipe from a friend of ours. His parents immigrated from Italy. I follow her recipe exactly. Once they're cooked in an oven, they simmer in her special sauce. That sounds so tasty. Will you be on Debbie's tomorrow? Probably. More than likely. I am going to get out of my other cell phones that are active but never used. Get them all charged up and see if that makes a difference on doing lives. Yeah, I use one of my cell phones as a camera. Jaja says, okay, I'll get a Pepsi tomorrow. All right. Sounds good. That's clever. That extended use costs. That's clever. Does that extended use cause overheating? No, I think something else is going on with my laptop. Maybe I need to run a scan disk and and take some files off. I don't know what's causing it. I usually don't have trouble with it. It's just been the last couple days. Unless it's something to do with the friggin' update that my laptop did. Maybe I should return my laptop to a couple of days ago because it updated itself. When did it do the update? It updated itself 2 days ago. Let me undo the update and see if that don't fix the problem. Because it shouldn't be acting like this. I can't even, I mean, I have no mouse on my laptop right now. I can't hit the Alt Windows key so I can switch windows. It's like it's locked me out. Okay, how did I have this? Oh, wait, that goes to the top. All right, we need to put this up here. I mean, I could stop the live and rudely shut the laptop off and restart it again. But then I would lose my live if I did that. Carissa says, gonna hop off, Katie. If you're on tomorrow, I'll pop in sometime and have a good evening. Yeah, I'll be going live at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And if push comes to shove, there's the desktop. If I have to get on the desktop to go live, I can do that. I just got to remember how to log on to something new. But I do have a desktop over there, so there's that. See you later. Have a great evening, Carissa. What time is it anyway? It is 10 o'clock. So let me see here. 8:30, 9:30, 8:39. So I've been going 2.5 hours. Hi, Bonnie. All right, now what I'm going to do here, just so I'll show you. Okay, let me show you each one I've sewn together so far. So this is from the bottom row. This is from the middle row. And this is from the top row. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the bottom row and I'm going to attach this one to the one side, to the right or to the left of it. So let's start with that one. Okay, so we're going to sew this next one. All right. Okay. So you probably heard me mention yesterday about the King of Denmark being here in Greenland. So he's been to Nuuk and a couple of the other smaller, I think a couple towns, like there's one north of Nuuk and one maybe south of Nuuk. And he also was checking out the new Greenlandic, there's some new, I'm trying to think what to call them. Because I think they're going to be, I'm not sure which branch of the military they're going to be in, but there's Greenlanders that have become military. They have finished their education. So he met the newest group of them yesterday. So and then he did a town hall coffee in Nuuk with people. And I think up to 500 people attended that coffee, just regular everyday people. They're still there. Okay, let me ask a question. You can only answer one. Choose one. Coffee or tea? Which do you prefer? Coffee or tea? Which do you prefer? Coffee or tea? Shirley says she's back. Thank you for coming back. Nina says coffee. Bonnie says coffee. Jaja says coffee. Linda, hey Linda Faust, it's good to see you. She says coffee. Linda says I drink coffee 24/7. Laura Sup says coffee. Bonnie says it's a changing though, or it's changing though. Come on, y'all. I know there's more people here. Coffee or tea? Jen, hey Jen. She says coffee. Anyone else? Beverly says tea. Shirley says coffee for the win. Anyone else? Jen says, I just got here. How are you today? I'm doing okay. The medicine's, the swelling here in my cheek is mostly down now. I just see puffiness right in here, but everything else is a lot better. So the medicine is working. Nina says, I only drink coffee or water. Okay, gotcha. Bunch of coffee drinkers. Anyone else? Beverly says, I've never drank coffee. Yeah, I don't drink coffee either. Shirley says, where would I buy a locket size photo? Wow, that's a good question. Anyone want to answer Shirley's question? Bonnie says, I start my day with a cup of coffee. Wait, I start my day with a cup of tea, then everything after is coffee with soy milk and sugar. That's interesting. Anyone else? All right, let's do the next one. You can only choose one. Which would you choose? White bread or brown bread, like wheat bread? White bread or brown bread? Which would you choose? Which would you choose? White bread or brown bread? I don't drink coffee, so that, and I don't drink hot drinks either. I like unsweetened iced tea. Beverly says wheat bread. White bread or wheat bread? Linda says wheat bread. Linda says wheat bread. Irish Cell, Linda says wheat bread. Bonnie says wheat bread. Come on, you guys. I know there's more of you here. Shirley says, I like sourdough, and it is usually white, okay? Jen says wheat. I've never had sourdough bread, so I don't know if I'd like it or not. All right, anyone else? Jen says wheat. Oh, I already, yeah, already said that. Sorry. Nina says white bread. Denise says brown bread. Laura says, I'm not sure where potato bread and sourdough bread falls on the scale, but they are her favorites. Katie, do you live in a blue house? No, I live in a white house with blue trim. Are you looking at the Google Earth? Oh, are you having, I live in a white house with blue trim. You might be asking for a reason now that I think about it. Anyone else on the bread? I know there's a few in here. Come on, you guys. There's 36 people in here watching. No, I watched a video of people exploring Greenland. Oh, got ya. Yeah, our house is a little white, one level white house. And it has turquoise trim around the eaves of the house. Okay, so no one else is, Jaja says she loves potato bread. I've never had potato bread either. That sounds like something interesting to try out. Which reminds me, I need to go down to Pacific and look for me some more fresh made gnocchi so that I can make gnocchi soup. Jen says, I saw some of your videos and thought yours was blue. No, I'm sure I have a video of the front of our house, and if I don't, I'll make sure I get the front of our house in a video. But I'm almost sure I have some videos with our house in it. I do know I got a zillion pictures with our house in it. Okay, let's do the next one. My grandparents have a white house with blue trim too, says Jaja. Yeah, I keep asking Nikolai if I can. I told him, I said, can I paint the house purple? He's like, no. But other houses are different colors. Why can't ours be purple? No. I'm always giving him a hard time. Jaja, I always make potato bread with my grandma's recipe. Jen says, Greenland looks so beautiful. The Air Force people go to Thule and everyone comes home saying how cold, never how beautiful. Of course they don't. They have blinders on. Or you could be like the ones when they were talking, there was someone making a video about Greenland and he was too busy talking. First he talks about the people and how majestic Greenland is, but he doesn't get into what would be it's money. All he sees is money, not what makes Greenland special. It's always about money. You have a huge hotel. We should come for a visit and you show us. Yeah, y'all, please do come. I'll show you around. I'll give you a personal tour myself. Okay, let's ask the next question while we're having this discussion. Yeah, you guys got to come to Greenland. Please do. Come to Greenland. And we'll go find all kinds of things to see and do. I always make homemade pumpernickel when I make potatoes. It's been a long time since I've eaten pumpernickel, and I only like it like on occasion. Forgotten all about that particular kind of bread.
Have to unmute. Can you hear me? Now my God, this is getting crazy. It says 1%. Can y'all hear me and see me on the, yeah, can you see me? All right, let me rephrase the question. Can you see that I logged on with my phone? Because I think I lost my desktop. Hello, can you see me? All right, hang on a minute. I got to be patient here. See and hear you. Okay, but you guys still, all right, here's second question. You see me on my phone, but do you still see where it says the host will be right back? Okay, you see and hear me on my phone. Okay, all right. But the live is still running, correct? It looks like it is. All right, something's happened to my laptop. All right, here's what I think I need to do because I don't know what's going on. Oh, now there's two of me. All right, here's what I need to do. I probably should shut this thing down and see what's going on. and I'll have it fixed before we go live tomorrow, okay? I don't know what's going on, but if push comes to shove, I can get onto the desktop and run the live from there. It's just that I'll have to do some finagling and put my sewing machine on that rinky-dink table, but whatever works. You know what I mean? All right, so that's what I'm going to do is we see one of you. Okay, for some weird reason, I see two of me. Okay, with my phone, not with the other. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the live tonight. Remember, don't leave yet. Listen to me. I will go live at my usual time at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I probably will run the live for several hours tomorrow. But I'll figure out what's going on. Okay, and if something happens, and definitely if I can't get my laptop to cooperate, I can use the desktop to log on. So love you guys. Remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do you do with all that? You do something beautiful, or you make something beautiful, or you go do something that puts a smile on someone else's face, because you never know, it might change their world. And I'm so sorry about this, but the laptop is hot and that might be the problem. So I'll see you tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everyone. Please tell me you didn't just blow up. Oh. Something's very wrong about it.